maybe.
No.
Okay.
2 hours behind.
Oh god.
What was it? I was looking at the graph. Oh, we go.
Okay, what was their name? June Bob. Have they done anything? Have they done anything on this? Because that. Nope, they have not. Bugger. Because their PS3 guide was really good.
They just gave up on the PS3. They're just like, we're not even going to do the PS4.
True, real, and true.
I don't want to even see my pass for that fight. It was so bad.
Oh, yeah, I need that. I'm glad you said that. I need to upload that really quick before we go.
Do it. Do it. I want
Before.
to see, because like we were pumping hard up until things slightly fell apart at the end there.
Yeah, until I started dying. You can say
Like-
that. You can say that.
Until, like, just people dying. I mean, that was rough, because I'm like, I died at the end too. Like, at 1%.
Well, I don't know. Like I died because I wasn't paying, because I was straddling that stupid, the wing line. But somebody didn't res me, so the boss was just smacking people around at the end there.
Maybe that's why I died.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have Swift cast up, so I couldn't,
Oh, wow.
couldn't really
I
res
mean,
you.
we all did great. The fact that we cleared that with, like, 3 seconds to spare, mind you.
Yeah.
And I
with
did
all
not
with
use a
great
potion.
persons. All great persons.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, except for Olivian Span. You guys
Yeah.
are great persons, but
I mean, it's easier on a healer than it is anybody else, I think, to be honest.
yeah, I'm like, I got, yeah.
It was going so well. That was my kind of.
It really was.
Yeah, it was going so well.
I don't even know how I pulled up to 6.8. I'm gonna be honest. 'Cause I've been
I don't know.
6.2
I was-
on that fight.
I was expecting like 4.5 or something. I was expecting to be under Selenia, because I've been there a few times, so I was expecting to be under Selenia. But yeah.
Ace, don't look at it, okay? Unless you're like, samurai players are just ridiculous, right? I think, I'm now curious, what is the top parse for that fight?
It's probably pretty high.
9K easily.
Let's see.
I think that last.
Ooh!
Big-
11.6!
What?
Dang! The next person is 10.9. Wow! I was not expecting that.
Yeah, but what, do they have a meta comp?
Well, the top one is anonymous, so you can't even pull yours up. Let's see, the second one is 10.9. Sam, Black Mage, Dragoon, Bard. Yeah, they have every buff. They have every buff. They have a Scholar and an AST, so they have every buff.
I need to start leveling up a Bard. That's what
Actually,
I'm.
the only buff they don't have, the only one they don't have is either Red Mage or Summoner, because they have a Black Mage instead, and so they don't have the cast of DPS buff. But they have every other buff.
Honestly, I might just get a book for Bard actually. At
Dear
least
God,
after this.
Olivia.
This is
link
done.
is 30 minutes long.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and it's just the first phase.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's just the first fight.
Oh, I wasn't even checking on those.
Yeah, I'm not looking at that. I just want to go in and just see some craziness.
Well, look, one more item to my overcrowded inventory. Nice.
I don't even want to look. I like.
Yeah, it's pretty insane, but just start with the roll call and tethers and let's go from there.
Tethers?
Yes, they are
lot of
back.
them.
Because why not?
They never
Because
left.
You never had enough.
Oh no.
We get 4 of them now.
Oh nice.
Which is
All right, because it's the roll tethers now, isn't it? Or something along those lines. I don't know.
Yes.
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
seamless guide.
Yeah. Dude's kind of an asshole, but
Well,
gets the point
I
across.
watched maybe 2 or 3 videos, and I thought the way he explained things were easier, at least for me.
Gotcha.
Is it because he draws?
He's definitely an aggressive guy, but
Yeah,
got-
You know who he reminds me of? And I don't know if you guys are Monster Hunter players, but Rex Gaming. AR.
Oh yeah.
As gaming.
I know.
Is
I
it-
know him.
They both are that bald, big, bushy beard ginger guy, but completely different personalities.
I know RX
he
Gaming. I
does
was
look like Alex a little bit, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Doesn't sound or act like him at all.
No, but I'm just like, yeah, the Monster Hunter guy. He was like my guy that every single time, I'm like, okay, I know there's some combos I don't know. I'm like, let's go watch their in-depth
Same.
guide for like the 50th time.
same. He does it really good. I was watching. I'm proud to say I'm very proficient with Charge Blade. I was watching the video that he did for Monster Hunter Rise, and I was like, oh, I didn't know this.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Rise. When I played it on Switch, I'm still tempted to get it for PC again. But,
Get it? I'll play with you.
But it's just like hammer.
Oh yeah.
And oh my, I can't think of the other weapon. What? Hunting horn. I fell in love with those in Monster Hunter Rise.
I need to try Hunting Horn. I need to try Hammer and
Hunting
Hunting
horn
Horn.
is so good. Like on the Switch, I have like an infinite heal. Like you just heal the party like crazy. Like no one needs potions.
I'm good.
You do so much. You do a ton of damage and a ton of support. I'm like, I love that class. Like I switched from Hammer to Hunting Horn and never went back. Yeah, you should definitely give it a shot.
Yeah, and today they dropped the final event sets, the emergency Valve tracks and everything. So on PC today, or yesterday, I can't remember. But yeah, that's on there now as well.
My issue is I just have too many games I want to play. Like
Same.
Elden Ring just came out. I'm like, I don't
Same.
want to jump in. And right now I'm also going through, just for nostalgia, of all the class stories and Star Wars Old Republic. They had such good class stories. The gameplay sucks, but the stories were good. Oh yeah, we're doing this. Okay.
Oh, wait, I need food.
Do you?
Okay, let's get in there.
Oh, so that was the me. Hold on. Ratatouille?
So-
Taj, if you have any.
Raj?
Yeah, I didn't look at the mechanics at all, Ace.
Me either.
I just don't want to be scared looking at it. I'd rather just see it first.
You should be scared. You should be
I-
very fucking scared.
I'm terrified of seeing this fight.
I glanced at a few and I agree with was it Span who said that it looks like football place. I agree with that. Yeah.
Wait a minute. What
American
German?
football.
American football or soccer?
American
Is
football.
it, yeah.
I didn't. Did I say that?
I don't
Did
know.
you
Maybe not Span. I think someone
I
said
think
it.
was Olivia.
Maybe yeah.
No, it wasn't Olivia. Who? Someone did say that.
Is
Someone
is
did
is
say
it
it,
Oh,
is
Ace.
is
Just, we didn't you don't speak that much. I know. I don't want to answer this.
He
again.
typed it. He literally typed it like five lines up.
Oh yeah there you go.
At least.
Oh look, can you picture?
The music in this fight is a banger.
And
Also
don't
no
you
orange.
go in there and they
It's
say
not orange.
savage.
It's not orange. That's
And
that's
it's not
all.
orange.
Yeah, that's all.
It's true, it's not orange, which is great. So now my eyes are not gonna burn for a couple hours.
All
What's
right,
up, Dracula?
Yeah, Dracula,
That
Alucard.
is,
No.
His name is Alucard. It's Dracula backwards.
I'm like, Dracula really didn't use a sword. There's Alucard's thing.
At least he takes the glasses off. Like, it'd just be a shame if he killed us all while he was wearing glasses.
No, that's his transition to second phase. After you kill him, that's when he takes his glasses off. That's what they should have done. Oh, gosh. Does anyone have markers for this? Like any Olivia, and you touched it. Have you
No.
touched markers?
Nope.
I'm just gonna run into the wall now.
Okay.
I mean, I was kidding.
Actually do it.
So what percentage are we?
Oh, I actually did.
Mira did. Mira just did it. Mira just said, okay.
I didn't even mean to. I didn't even mean.
I survived 2 auto attacks.
Nope. Out of the red light.
Wait, yeah,
That was so
yeah,
much damage.
I'm like, you pretty much were right on.
Ow.
Boom.
Do you want to take like bets on percentages of the first life? 90, 94%?
Ash,
Should be like 97.
you chill. Man.
80%. I like ice.
No way.
Ace.
We don't get through the first mechanic.
Okay.
I can already tell when I hate this music.
It's so good. Oh my gosh, there's no pleasing you guys.
The only good music is in Shiva fight. That's all. Shiva fight, best music. Fight me.
What are these even for?
No idea. I'm just
No
not-
clue.
Putting markers down in positions.
So Selenia, face him towards the north. Alright, tanks in front, healers to the left and right of him. Melee on his butt, left and right of him. Range further left and right of him. Easy.
What?
I'll do it. I'll fight
Get over it. More points.
That does so much more.
No, I'm taking this. I'm not taking it.
Okay.
Hey, well, you know what? We didn't die. So that's the same.
Weird.
I didn't die.
Alright. Who has it? Who has the debuff?
Yeah, like there's a people.
No, it's tether.
I have a debuff.
I have been
Oh.
I have a debuff now.
I think you have to.
Oh, I'm gonna take a tether. I'm gonna take a tether.
Shit.
I think the roll call is tether. Do the
Hey,
Wasn't
you
a
took. I got a tether as well. You said to take a tether. I took a
No,
tether.
I was trying. Does the roll call people need to take a tether?
The roll call people need to not take a tether.
Okay, so it's the opposite.
Yes,
You're making this up, aren't you?
slightly. I mean, y'all wanted to get in there, so I didn't really pay attention to the mechanics. But essentially,
I mean, I'm totally
you-
fine with it.
you
Yeah,
know-
with
you
figuring
know
it
how
out.
the orbs in the normal fight, you know, you're not supposed to take an orb if you're tank and has a tank symbol over it, right?
Ah.
So that'll come into play in that you'll get roll called, so your position will switch or something crazy like that, and you'll be able to do stuff. Which, I mean, if y'all have a better explanation, feel free.
I got no better explanation. I'm taking your word.
Like,
as all
I just don't know what roll call specifically does. If I knew what roll call specifically does.
From what I remember, so there are 2 blood rakes. So the first one, so basically we have to take tethers and roll call, and if you get hit, it removes any mechanic. So if you get hit once on the first one, you don't take tether. Then if you get hit again, you don't do roll call. So if you don't get hit, if you do get hit, oh wait, oh my god, it's so confusing.
Yeah, so I want to make sure I'm understanding. So if you get the blood break, right? If you're a blood break tether, you were to get the roll call, you would not pick the tether because you got hit by blood break. Understanding that right?
I have no idea.
I'm watching this infographic, and
Doesn't
it's
really
not
tell me
making a lot of sense.
What section is this? What's the minute mark?
like one.
Well, I wasn't sure if it was actually 1 minute because
Oh, it was just the infographic, but I haven't looked at speech.
okay. Y'all watch it.
Some of it.
Okay, so the blood breaks are always going to go on a roll. So in our instance, right, Mira and I got the first blood breaks. So all of DPS at that point would not take the tethers. But he does a second blood break, which is the one you have to pay attention to, honestly. And if he would have stayed on DPS still, then tanks and healers would have picked the tethers. Because it's either going to be tanks and healers get the blood breaks, or DPS get the blood breaks. Whatever group does not get the blood breaks right before roll call
Please pick up roll call.
are the ones who do the tether. So if tanks and healers get the last blood break and then he does roll call, DPS have to get all 4 tethers. If all the DPS get hit by blood break, tanks and healers have to get the tethers. So it's the opposite of whatever the last blood break is. Does that make sense?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't.
You could be. Yeah. Okay, good enough.
No, I really wasn't. So what was that?
Okay, so blood break removes the responsibility of tethers from the roll. So he only will target DPS only or tanks and healers only. So if tanks and healers were to get hit by the second blood if tanks and healers get hit by the blood break right before the roll call, right? It's whatever's right before roll call happens. So tanks and healers get hit, DPS take the tethers. If DPS get hit by the blood breaks, tanks and healers take the tethers. It's just someone has to pay attention to who got hit. So that's the gist of it. It's the whatever group, whatever role got hit by the blood break. So if DPS did it, tanks and healers take the tethers. It's the opposite of whatever got hit. And that's why you spread out, is because it allows everybody to run and pick up their tethers quickly.
Want to try seeing it a couple more times?
20.
Yeah. Hey, who called we won't get past the first
Yeah, I
Mechanic.
said 94%.
That was Olivia.
Doesn't even count the first
That's true. The first real mechanic is okay, so right now DPS are being hit. So right now tanks and healers are taken. Where is that?
I think I'm too low.
You're outside my medication.
Okay, so
Okay, so tanks and healers are being hit, so DPS, we need to take the tethers when roll call happens. Does that make sense? Oh, crap.
I don't know. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So here, stack up on this side.
Wow. That's a lot of damage.
Feels like we did it partially right.
Oh, I didn't mention. What do you mean I didn't mention?
I'm thinking you.
Well, I understood that part. There's more to that than just what I just said. That's what this dude said.
Oh no. Is there a shared taunt? Oh dear sweet Mother Mary. It's just like Eden.
Oh, well, how do you? I don't remember him talking about how you pass the D. Oh yeah, we have to pass the debuff. How do you pass the debuff?
Just by being near. Because I think I picked up Olivia's debuff roll call.
Yeah, he got me.
Yeah.
That's why I did.
Yeah. Also, Olivia, what was it? Why did I end up dying the first time?
You're not close enough to
You were,
Olivia.
Yeah, you need to be closer in.
Just collapse a
Oh.
little bit more.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I wouldn't use the markers as where you should stand. We don't know what those are for yet.
Gotcha.
Okay, so roll call people can't tank the tethers. So you pass the roll call off to like a hang on. Let's roll again, yeah, and we'll experiment some. That'll be great.
I guess I didn't let him get far enough in to explain how to pass this bug.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you just walk over each other.
Just walk over, yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
see what I
Wait a
was-
second. Tries one hard light out.
Yeah, I'll hit.
But we should take this out.
No,
No.
you tanks and healers got hit, so DPS needs to take it, but we need to get the debuff from you.
Okay.
Otherwise, we won't survive.
I do not have a debuff.
I have a debuff, so I'm good. So I just need to take your tether.
And Sabina, you need to take Selenium's tether. Or debuff and tether.
Oh, Olivia, you stole my tether.
And
Yeah, those
No, you can't have you can't have both the debuff and the tether.
cannot.
No, you cannot. I don't think so. You
It's one or the other.
yeah, one or the other. So 4 people need to have the tether and 4 people need to have the debuff. So I think it's from what I just saw, the debuff is mixed, 2 DPS and 2 healer tanks. So depending on
You can, Sabina.
so I don't know if it's correct what I saw, like if I remember correct from what I saw. It's 2 DPS and 2 healer tanks for the debuff, which I think if the DPS is gonna do the tethers, then they would have to hand it over. Wait, what?
So the blood rakes are indicating who's going to need to do something whenever the
indicating
tethers come out.
Yes.
Who is taking tethers, yes. So
Okay.
it seems the first one is always DPS. Well, so far it's always been DPS and then tanks healers, which means even in this video by Gino, it says he's explaining this very first thing. It says, okay, so tanks healers got hit, so DPS have to take the tethers. But he very skimmed. He's like, and if you have debuff, just pass on. It's like, what? You don't cover what that means. How do you help you have debuff? Is roll call the debuff or is something else?
Roll call is the debuff.
Okay, so
Alright, I think I actually understand it now. So, going into this specific mechanic, say the tanks and healers get the second blood rate right before the director's prolong or whatever it is, and then the roll call. One of the tanks and one of the healers will get like the 3-dot debuff from the roll call, and 2 of the DPS that don't have it have to take that. You just run over the person and it transfers out.
So I wonder if it's shared. So like we're all for dying because not everyone has the debuff, and so it's just an instant of life when people taking the others. Does that make sense?
Yes.
No, I don't think so. The debuff and the tether should be on 2 separate sets.
Okay, so Sabina just stated that another video says first group don't do tethers and they take the debuff. So second group would take the tethers, first group would take the debuffs. that what you mean, Spino?
Yeah, so if you get the second blood rake, you get the roll call debuff. Everyone else does the tethers.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like the first blood rake, there's only been 2 people getting the blood rake,
Right, and then there's a second blood rake.
and that's
for
4 people.
That's 4 people.
It's 4 each time.
Wait,
No, it's 4
I've
each
only
time.
seen Ash
No,
and
4
Yuri
each time.
take this.
It's because
Because the other two are like,
healers,
yeah.
they're right on the boss's butt, so you
Yeah.
can see it, but it's all
So it's
broken.
been DPS. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not seeing
Okay, Olivia, I'm very confused. Hit, no tether, hit, no roll call, hit, no tether, no hit, no.
So if you get hit, you don't do the mechanic. If you don't get hit, you do the mechanic.
If you do get hit, don't do the tether.
Yeah.
Okay, but what? So the hit, what's the first part? Hit.
If you get damaged,
Yeah, if you hit, no tether, but if you hit, no roll call, then you're not doing anything.
yeah. If you get both blood rakes, you don't do tethers and roll calls.
I think that might be for a later mechanic.
Yeah, I feel like that's for
Split-
later.
like,
No,
that's just
that one.
That's this?
so if DPS get hit by blood rake twice, tanks and heals take both roll call and tether.
Yep.
Okay.
So let's just try to get in here and see what happens. Yeah.
Okay. Real fast. First set of tethers. First blood rake determines who doesn't take tethers. Second blood rake determines who takes the roll call.
Well, yes.
Okay. To more accurately put it, the first set of blood rake determines who doesn't take tethers.
Yes.
The second
Doesn't.
blood rake determines who doesn't take the debuff, but it can choose you twice.
Correct. And then you pass off everything. Yeah.
Literally the first 30 seconds.
Not like the other first 30 seconds were easier in the first 30 seconds.
And this is anything like every other fight. Like, oh, this is the easiest mechanic.
Okay, first set of blood rake.
Not DPS.
Yes.
DPS will not. So DPS again. So we're taking nothing. Tank healers need to take a debuff and a tether. Now, how you get the tether? Debuff.
Okay, so I got the debuff.
So then,
Tether should be going out now.
yes.
There we go. Okay, I have a tether.
You got mine.
Okay. Here we go. Well, there we go. Yay. Oh, another big AoE battle.
Okay. This mechanic figured out.
Oh, come on, I taunted. Yep. Yeah, I taunted. That's alright. Jeez, was it all four?
there's gonna be some real big cluster on this too.
That's
what it's
he's
always
activating. Get in the middle. God.
It's gonna be stack.
Knockback stack.
Stack. Oh, that's then get out of
Yeah.
there.
Oh my! And then shift. Kate. Is that one?
He's
What?
not gonna lie, that was pretty cool.
Right.
Okay.
What?
Getting knocked back into the water gives you a damage down, so don't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you
run
can
into
get back
where
to
side's
the
activated.
yeah.
Yeah, because the lightning fight axe definitely went off. So
Ace. Yeah, I think he understood it. We got lucky with how it split it up. That it was all on DPS.
wait, should we be splitting into groups for the fire part?
Yes.
Okay, cancel countdown. Just real
Also,
fast.
whoever has the, like, say somebody has to grab one of the debuffs from you, please don't run around. Please.
Oh no, it's fine. You gotta get those positional.
I think that's why they kind of end up grouping up in the Twitter link that's